From the Virgil, a production of the A&A Media Group and Consider It Done Productions. Award-winning, aging, and awesome. Here are your hosts, Kai Sisson and Aaron Breen.
Hello, and a very heartfelt welcome to you all. After all, it is the heart season, Valentine's Day, if you will, and we have some important information about hearts tonight, right, Reed?
Absolutely. From the emotions of the heart to advice on protecting it. Cardiologist Dr. Thomas Toe will be here to tell us about protecting our hearts from heart attacks. Turns out we can actively try and prevent them. And Dr. Maria Christina Sheehan is going to be here to give us all some tips on moving and keeping our hearts healthy, no matter what our age. Plus, we got that ride in Kai's cab.
But first, we have a heartwarming story of two people who had an initial attraction, lost touch over the years, and have now found each other decades later.
That's right. Most people actually do feel good when they first fall in love, right? But these two, they actually found each other for a second time around, and their bond now is stronger than ever, despite some new challenges and so many years apart. If you've lived in Reno for any amount of time, you probably already know Van Vinico, founder of the String Beans, and a born entertainer who's always on.
Pedro in Reno is curious. Just how many wives can a man legally have in Nevada? Now that's interesting. I play a lot of weddings, but I didn't have the answer to this one, so I called Washoe County Marriage License Bureau and got the answer. I was surprised to learn it's 16. 16, yes. 4 better, 4 worse, 4 richer, and 4 poorer.
Well, he also has an amazing love story, and Barbara is the love of his life.
Oh my God, I remember that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, they first met as teenagers. How did this all start?
Fate.
My sister, she got married in the summer of 1971, and she needed someone to provide some music because it was an outdoor wedding in the Rose Gardens in Portland.
I worked cheap back then.
Did you think he was cute? I mean, what was...
Okay, so no, because I'm actually...
A dating game, I love.
I love it. I didn't really think about it. It wasn't until 3 years later, we were both down at University of Oregon, and our paths began to cross, interestingly enough. Fate, maybe.
While she was working at the library,
Van came through on the afternoon that I was there working, and he had this big stack of music, seriously, big stack, and he approached. He hadn't even gotten up to the counter yet. As he approached, I looked up and I'm like, oh, you're Van Vinico. And he's like...
Wouldn't you?
Eyes pop open.
Later that summer, she noticed him working in a music store and just stopped in.
I looked in, it was a record store. I looked in, I go, oh, there's Van, I should go talk to him. So I went in and we chatted for a while, and he told me lots of jokes and made me laugh, and we had kind of a fun conversation.
And a couple of weeks after that, they had another chance meeting.
This time we talked for quite a while, and I kept needing to leave, and he kept telling me another joke.
I was screwing up my courage to ask her over for dinner. Is what was going on. You can do it. You can do it. You know?
He did. They were together a couple of years, and then they went their separate ways.
When he graduated, he wanted to come here to Reno because he's a musician, and he wanted to make his living as a musician.
Nightclubs.
And he heard that he could get into the nightclubs. So Van wanted to move to Reno, and I wanted to move to the East Coast.
But they always stayed in touch, visiting each other, phone calls, writing letters.
So this is the first Valentine you made for me. You wrote a poem.
There's the stomping fiddler, yeah. Yes. I remember that.
There was a bond. There was just something really, really important, I think, between us that didn't ever go away.
And after Van had 2 failed marriages, and between them there were a lot of ups and downs, they realized they were meant to be.
There's a lot of history here and a lot of years. When we finally did get it together, it was really great.
It's really a journey. It's working things out and learning.
Yeah.
And when the time is right, it was right and it was wonderful.
Yeah.
And could not be happier today, really. It's just, even though it took us so long to get here, you have to kiss now. Okay.
And on the 40th anniversary of their very first dinner date, they tied the knot together.
Hey, honey, how are you? Are you fixing dinner for us tonight?
Why not? What would you like, dearest?
Moussaka!
All right, coming right up.
Now they spend all their days together, cooking up fun
We're gonna strew the counter with...
Vegetables.
and offering this advice.
It's just that relaxed feeling.
It's a feeling. It's
Always gonna be there. I'm there for her. She's there for me. We can talk. We make jokes. We have a blast.
Yes.
It's so much fun. Oh my God.
Do you have any advice for people out there that feel like, oh my God, I'm too old for
never,
that?
never say never. Never, ever, ever say never.
Wow, now that is really heartwarming, Breen. Thank you so much.
And you know what? That is just the beginning tonight, boss. We've got to get to a lot of other stories, like keeping our hearts medically safe. Dr. Thomas Toe is here with what to consider to prevent a heart attack and heart disease. And Dr. Maria Cristina Sheehan is also here with some exercises to keep hearts healthy at every age from the comfort of your own home.
Plus, there's a ride in my cab, but first, we reconvene with Aaron Breen after this message from our community stakeholders.
I thought there was nothing people could do about scams until I found Better Business Bureau's Scam Tracker website. There, I learned about scams in my area.
I lost a lot of money.
And I shared my story too. I was offered an online work from home job. I spent all this money on course training materials, but there was no job. So be careful.
Thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome. Better Business Bureau. Start with trust.
Eden Home Health is Northern Nevada's highest-rated home health for quality of patient care. You have a choice. Ask your doctor for the best in-home health care, Eden Home Health. And Eden Hospice. The personalized care team at Eden Hospice is dedicated to focusing on your loved one's quality of life during a difficult time. Eden Hospice's mission is to ensure dignity for every patient. Find out how Eden Hospice can help your family by calling 841-6123.
You've planned ahead your whole life for your job, your home, your children, and for your retirement. But have you taken the time to prepare an estate plan? Most people haven't. We are the Trust Masters. Over the years, we have helped hundreds of families and business owners prepare an affordable estate plan. Go to our website at trustmasters.com to set up a free consultation and sign up for one of our educational workshops, or just give us a call. We are the Trust Masters. Living trust. Don't leave Earth without one.
If you're 64 or 65 and newly eligible for Medicare, you only have a few months to enroll, or you may incur a late enrollment penalty. By understanding Medicare now, you'll have time to get a full picture of the choices that are right for you. Join experts from Senior Care Plus for a free ABCs of Medicare seminar to learn about Medicare and the options available to you. Sign up at seniorcareplus.com or call 775-982-3158 today.
Hello, well, here we are. It's Valentine's Day, and I do love seeing the tributes. But for those of us who are single, Valentine's Day is just that holiday that reminds you that if you don't have a special someone, you're basically all alone. Lewis Black said that. Now, Valentine's Day is my daughter's favorite time of year. She loves the idea of love and all the ways it's celebrated on Valentine's Day. She likes it even more than Christmas, from the flowers and the hearts all around to the focus it has on romance. But people like Van and Barbara, they live it every day. And they aren't the only ones who found love, went their separate ways, and then found each other again. Just last year, we focused in on Judy and Dick Lovell. Still love that name, don't you? Well, they found each other early in life, went their own ways, had families, and then decades later, they found each other again, all through serendipity. It gives me hope and evidence, frankly, that love is possible at every age and every stage of life. From the love that we marry for to the love that grows from the very first time you see your child, through every stage of that child's life. And for those without marriages or kids, I'm absolutely sure you know the real love of a pet. A pet loves you unconditionally, and you are their entire life. They're just a chapter of your life, no matter how strong the bond. It's heartbreaking when they go. A dog is the only thing on earth that loves you more than you love yourself, said Josh Billings. I was so broken up about the loss of our last dog, Bliss, that I still have never actually written about it. And because I do travel a lot, I haven't seen toward actually getting another dog, at least not yet. But sometimes I do love borrowing one. Come here, Robbie. Come on. Oh, yeah. For Aging and Awesome, I'm Erin Breen.
Reconvene with Erin Breen is presented by The Medicare Store. The Medicare Store offers free, unbiased personal Medicare advice. Visit themedicarestore.com to find a location near you.
Life is story. Pages of amazing adventure and narrow escapes. Bold steps taken, races run, chapters on love and hard lessons and new beginnings. Your life, your legacy, our privilege to serve. Morningstar Senior Living.
I'm already on Medicare. Can I ignore all this mail? I keep hearing I can get more from my Medicare. How do I do that?
Reply hazy. Ask again.
This 8-ball's just as confused as everyone else.
You're not using that right. Give me that. Where can I get Medicare advice?
The Medicare Store.
Have you tried calling your neighbors at the Medicare Store? Visit the Medicare Store on South Meadows Parkway and US 395 in South Reno. Aging and Awesome is presented by Seniors in Service and the Foster Grandparent Program, helping at-risk children meet academic standards while providing positive intergenerational social interaction. The Foster Grandparent Program is looking for new volunteers. With a minimum commitment of only 5 hours a week, the Foster Grandparent Program is an excellent opportunity to give back to kids in our community. To apply to be a foster grandparent, give them a call at 775-358-2768 or visit seniorsinservicenevada.org.
If you or a loved one is having mobility issues involving stairs in their home, Summit Elevator can help. Summit Elevator can install an attractive and effective elevator that will give you the convenience you need to help your loved one safely reach an upper or lower level of your home. Our professional staff will carefully discuss the options and costs that fit your specific needs. Summit Elevator installs quality mobility products and is a locally family-owned company that has been serving Northern Nevada for over 20 years. Call Summit Elevator today.
Welcome back to Aging and Awesome. Dr. Thomas Toe is a renowned health cardiologist. He's joining us on the show. Thanks so much for taking the time, Dr. Toe. A huge problem that affects so many people, whether it's heart attacks, heart disease. What are some things you really need to consider?
There's several modifiable risk factors that we consider. Number one is obesity. Number two is high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, and smoking. Lowering the LDL, which is one of the factors that could increase the risk of heart attacks, the bad cholesterol. Getting on medication early on is crucial. Talking to your physicians, primary care doctors, or cardiologists to optimize primary prevention steps would be very helpful.
Are there symptoms that you can look for that might be leading to heart problems?
So what I would usually characterize those symptoms into two categories. Number one is the traditional obvious symptoms, which is chest pain, shortness of breath. However, there are heart attack patients who could present to us with very subtle symptoms. The whole point that I would try to convey is as long as you feel something different, as long as you feel something is not at your baseline, that is something that you should have it looked at. So listening to your body is the most important aspect of identifying the signs and warnings of heart attack. Early time is tissue, so the earlier you get treated, the more efficient that is and the less likely that you will develop further deterioration of the muscles of the heart, which could potentially lead to heart failure.
I think a lot of people at home are scared to do that, to admit that they have a big enough problem to go to the ER, even to an urgent care, if it's not too serious, right? It's just seeking help when you see those symptoms.
We usually tell our patients that we would rather be wrong than miss all the symptoms. So again, if you have any type of difference or notice any difference in terms of how you feel on a daily basis from your baseline, you got to have it checked out.
Any questions from our live studio audience about heart health for Dr. To?
What I was wondering is if someone's having heart issues, what are your thoughts about them getting the COVID vaccine?
So thank you, Marsha, for your question. The vaccine does have side effects that might exacerbate those conditions, but it depends on who you are as a patient. So I would definitely get in touch with your physician and to assess all those risk factors at an individual level to see if the vaccine benefits you or would pose more risk for you.
Well, I simply wanted to comment that not all heart attacks are painful or dangerous. I was doing a Need for Speed racing car down in South Reno the other day. I suddenly felt like I was having trouble breathing. So I stopped, got out, and everything was fine. But my next annual inspection, I found out I had a heart attack while I was running the cars and ended up with 2 stents. So if you have any question at all about an odd feeling, get checked.
Thank you, Louis, for that comment. As mentioned before, that further validates my earlier point. As mentioned, heart attack symptoms can be divided into 2 things: your conventional chest pain type scenario versus something that Louis experienced at the car racing situation, for which it could be very subtle. So therefore, I want also to emphasize the point that if you were to feel anything different or deviated from your norm or your normal daily life, how you feel, then definitely should have your condition evaluated by a physician or a care provider. Absolutely.
Well, great questions from our live studio audience. Thank you all so much. Dr. To, thanks for coming on Aging and Awesome.
Closed captioning for Aging and Awesome is brought to you by...
At Reno Eye Institute, you'll get the attention you deserve from a doctor who cares.
Well, my eyesight was declining fairly rapidly, so I was recommended to see Dr. Freeman. The surgery was an excellent success, and he was great to work with. I enjoyed it, and he was very professional at all times. I would strongly recommend Dr. Freeman and his staff.
At Reno Eye Institute, our focus is you.
Now accepting new patients. Call Reno Eye Institute today at 451-7268.
Welcome back to Aging and Awesome. We've been talking a lot about heart health today. And the last little piece of that puzzle is keeping your heart very healthy through exercise, which I talked with Dr. Maria Cristina earlier. I thought you had to sweat to really get your heart moving. She says you don't. So she's going to show us how to do that. Take it away, Maria.
Thank you, Erin. What we're talking about today is getting off the couch, okay? And I have a wonderful volunteer from the audience who's going to show me how we're going to get off the couch and get into heart health. Okay, so Nancy, come on up. Have a seat here. And the first exercise we're going to do is called the squat, okay? And so you keep the body as upright as you can, and then you go down as far as you can and back up again. It doesn't matter how old we are. I'm 76. I started at 69. And I'm more flexible today because of these exercises, and you're going to show me how it is done. Stand up, sit down. Stand up, sit down. Now, if you're doing this for the first time, you hold onto the edge and then just sort of lift yourself up and back down again. And lift yourself up until that's so easy that you don't need to have that little lift. Now, you put your hands up and go down, and go up and go down. And this is how you begin to learn to do a squat. Now, I can see that this is almost too easy for you. So what we're going to do is make it a little bit harder. Okay, so you throw the ball up, and then you sit down. And you throw the ball up, and then you sit down. Now, just do that about 100 times. Okay, that's it. Go up and then down. Perfect. Up and then down. All right, very good. All right. Excellent. Thank you so much. All right, that was the first exercise. And what you're going to aim for is 4 different times or 4 sets. You want to start off with just 4 repetitions, and then you're going to go up to like 15 different repetitions. All right, now we're going to start with this. And you can sit if you wish. These are 2-pound weights. We're going to do the curl, which everybody knows. Up and then down. Up and then down. Now, if you have issues with your elbows, then you want to use the hammer, and that's using this up and down motion. It's a little bit easier on the elbows. Okay, so again, you start with 4 sets, and 4 different repetitions, and that's how you begin. Not hard. Okay, this is not going to hurt anyone. You can start at any age. No age is too old. You did a great job. Now, let's stand up and do just one more. Okay, this is a side lateral, so you just pull up and go down. Pull up and go down. And there you have it. How easy is this? Alrighty, I appreciate your participation. Good job. Now we're starting with 2 pounds. So Nancy was using 2-pound weights. You don't have to lift heavy. 2 pounds, 3 pounds, that's about all that you really need. So there's no excuse. No age is too old. Start getting off the couch. So go to my website, Dr. Maria Cristina, CRISTINA.com for free tutorials. Start today. You won't regret it.
If you're 64 or 65 and newly eligible for Medicare, you only have a few months to enroll, or you may incur a late enrollment penalty. By understanding Medicare now, you'll have time to get a full picture of the choices that are right for you. Join experts from Senior Care Plus for a free ABCs of Medicare seminar to learn about Medicare and the options available to you. Sign up at seniorcareplus.com or call 775-982-3158 today.
Thinking about moving or downsizing? You should meet my good friend Marsha Rambo with Realty One Group Eminence. With over 35 years experience and specializing in helping older people. If you're looking for a home that better fits your lifestyle, Marsha is the right person for you.
Thanks, Joe. I'm Marsha Rambo, and I'm a realtor. I'll help you find the right home at any stage of your life. Whether you're considering selling your home or making a purchase, give me a call at 775-395-9133. Together, we'll make a plan that will best work for you.
Call Marsha today and tell her I sent you.
You've planned ahead your whole life for your job, your home, your children, and for your retirement. But have you taken the time to prepare an estate plan? Most people haven't. We are the Trust Masters. Over the years, we have helped hundreds of families and business owners prepare an affordable estate plan. Go to our website at trustmasters.com to set up a free consultation and sign up for one of our educational workshops, or just give us a call. We are the Trust Masters. Living trust. Don't leave Earth without one.
Howdy ho, it's off and away we go in Kai's cab. How are we, folks? Thanks for watching Aging and Awesome all the way to the end here. God bless you. And we have a very important, special, wonderful person in the back. Who is it?
Pam Black.
Pam Black, welcome to Kai's cab. How are you?
Thank you, I'm great.
Thanks for coming to our taping. Did you have a good time?
I did.
Oh, good, good. Well, we are just so thankful that you're here. Do you know the rules of the vehicle?
Somewhat.
Get 3 out of 4 questions right today, Pam Black, and you're a winner of a fantastic prize, some chocolate. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
Oh, she's got her cool shades on. Nice shades, by the way.
Thank you. Top Gun.
Top Gun, yeah, the aviators. First question, number 1. Question number 1 for Pam. Here it is. What is the common name for dried plums? Is it A, raisins, B, banana chips, C, prunes, or D, trail mix?
C.
C, prunes?
Yes.
Prunes is correct. Yeah, that was kind of an easy one. Sorry. You didn't have to laugh so hard at my question.
Stay in that vein, though. Stay like that.
Here we go. Question number 2. What tissue connects bones to muscles in the human body? Is it A, tendons, B, ligaments, or C, skin?
I believe it's B.
Oh, Pam, it was tendons.
No,
Tendons.
it was one of the two.
Yeah, obviously it wasn't skin.
An octopus has 3 hearts. No,
Hey, I'll write that down for the next cap. Okay, you got that one wrong, but that's okay.
I'm ready.
Question number 3. What was the first patent uniform in the United States? A, postal workers, B, nurses, C, police, or D, the Playboy Bunny?
I'm going to say A.
A, the Postal Service?
Yes.
Oh, Pam, it was the Playboy Bunny.
No, seriously.
Yeah, seriously, I was surprised too. Yeah, Pam.
Oh, I thought that was just too out there.
Oh, you thought that was my weird out there?
Yeah, I
answer?
did.
Oh no, that was the right answer. First patent uniform, can you believe it? But hey, that was fun.
Thank you.
You were so sweet for coming on and coming to the taping. I love to ask everybody in the cab. You got 15 seconds to say anything you want to the world. What would it be?
Everybody be happy.
Be happy.
Be happy.
Don't worry.
Be happy.
Pam, you're the best. You're welcome back for another challenge, okay?
Okay,
You'll win
you.
next time.
I will.
Kai's Cab is presented by Senior Care Plus, the only Nevada-based not-for-profit Medicare Advantage plan serving Washoe County and Carson City. Senior Care Plus, for the healthiest reasons.
Well, that about does it for tonight. You know, time flies when you're having fun. And we really do enjoy doing this for older people and their families right here in Northern Nevada.
We sure do, Breen, and we'd love to thank this audience, those at home, and those online for joining us. We also want to thank Colin Ross, our own music man, the Virgil here in Midtown Reno, and our community stakeholders who make this weekly TV series possible. A big thank you to the Trustmasters,
The Medicare Store, the Better Business Bureau,
Eden Home Health and Eden Hospice,
Morningstar Senior Living of Sparks,
Seniors in Service,
Krista Meyer Law, Life Care Planning Reno, LLC.
Marsha Rambo with Realty One Group Eminence,
Reno Eye Institute,
Summit Elevator,
and Senior Care Plus. And we'll see you right back here next week, Saturday at 7 on KTVN. Bye.
The Better Business Bureau investigates and reports on scams that hurt consumers through the BBB Scam Tracker website. Here, some people share their stories and others educate themselves. And together, we empower our community.